Right now, if you hold XRP, I have breaking news for all of you. Because the SEC has just published a document mentioning the replacement of SWIFT with XRP. Yes, I'm going to show you this official document that was posted on the official US SEC website, as you can tell, titled Comprehensive Proposal XRP as a Strategic Financial Asset for the United States. And this is the official document that was posted on the SEC website. Now, this is huge. Yes, was it posted on the official SEC website? Yes. Was it posted by the SEC? The SEC did not write this themselves. This was a proposal sent by someone in the XRP community. His name is Maximilian Staudinger, or whatever his last name is. But he is the one that sent this proposal to the SEC. Now, is this huge? Yes, this is huge news right now. But this was not written by the SEC. But Ripple and XRP is still going to replace SWIFT. Yes, I'm going to play you this video of Brad Garlinghouse speaking about how Ripple and XRP is literally going to take over SWIFT. So this is huge. Listen to this, sit back, relax, destroy the like button, and enjoy.
I think what we're doing and executing on a day-by-day basis is in fact taking over SWIFT, in that we've now signed up well over 100 banks. Some of the largest SWIFT-enabled banks in the world are now using Ripple's technology. Just last week we saw a remittance company who's using Ripple's technology. They reduced the price per transaction to their consumers from $20 per transaction to $2 per transaction, and they saw an 800% increase in usage overnight. That's the type of dynamic that SWIFT isn't able to support that we're able to address right now. And
one of the former board members of SWIFT, a gentleman Marcus Treacher, joined our team to run all of customer success. And, this was, a former board member from SWIFT coming over and saying, hey, we don't think SWIFT's going to be necessarily a solution to really unlocking this Internet of Value. These are, marks along the journey.
Now SWIFT, SWIFT is kind of a competitor. It's slightly more complicated than that because SWIFT is really just messaging. When you send a SWIFT transfer, it's not liquidity. You're actually sending bank messages to banks that have liquidity. So to some degree, Citibank and HSBC, really the top two, JPM, those are the top three liquidity banks. And when you're sending SWIFT messages, you're sending messages to banks to release liquidity and making sure the debits and credits match. So to some degree, really boil it down, Ripple's competing with the liquidity of Citi and the messaging of SWIFT, but in one, because we're both messaging and liquidity. And at the end of the day, again, as I described, SWIFT was developed 50 plus years ago. It architecturally hasn't really changed. It does remain slow, days. It does remain, relatively speaking, expensive. And actually, interestingly, it's quite error prone.
MasterCard CEO has just said how Ripple will replace SWIFT. Yes, the XRP ledger is gearing up to handle a whopping 1 trillion in DeFi transactions, and the MasterCard CEO thinks that Ripple will replace SWIFT as well. Now listen to this guy right here. He's Ripple's director, and he said how SWIFT wants to integrate their technology into their payment system. He's Ripple's director, and he said how SWIFT wants to integrate their technology into the XRP system. So SWIFT also wants to use Ripple. Listen to this.
SWIFT is the preeminent messaging system for the financial industry, which covers, say, payments, FX, trade, in terms of securities, etc., Nostra reconciliations, etc. What we're looking with the crypto, though, is where SWIFT would have a store and forward system for most of its payment transactions, where you need service level agreements that in a certain time I will do something, but payment turns up at a certain time during the day. Here we're looking at the new network styles, which allow instant, real-time movement to the funds and visibility of those funds as well. So we would not have a situation where banks need to come back to you and say, have my funds arrived? It's 3 days later. I need to find out or find query messages moving around the network.
He worked at SWIFT for 20 years. So he's saying that the Ripple system is real time. It is live, but the old SWIFT system, it will take you days for you to even know if your money has even sent. That is crazy. We're not in the 1900s. We should have had a much better system than SWIFT, and that's what Ripple is.
It's nothing like that. I don't believe believe Ripple is going to replace SWIFT. Ripple is one of the complementary networks, which is going to allow those institutions who need real time to make use of that. And I think we're also seeing that SWIFT are changing their network capability so that real time will be a possibility as well. But we may also see Ripple XRP moving across the SWIFT network as a currency when we're perhaps using something like FX.
I think he's just being nice. I think he's saying that Ripple is not going to replace SWIFT because he worked with them for 20 years, so he doesn't want to talk bad about them. Why would networks, why would governments and organizations use SWIFT when they have Ripple? So basically, Ripple will replace SWIFT eventually. If the product and the service is better than SWIFT, then governments, institutions, people, corporations, companies, they will all use Ripple instead of SWIFT. If you hold XRP, show your support, comment, subscribe, join us real quick because XRP is about to shock the world. Cryptocurrency XRP is going to be used everywhere. And also, comment down below. Are you a whale? Are you an octopus? Are you a dolphin? Where are you on this XRP rich list? I want you to comment so more people can see this video. That's how people can see this. Because yes, there is a massive proposal that was just posted on the SEC website. This was literally just today. It was released on the SEC website itself, as you can tell right here. This is huge, but this was not published by the SEC. So it was posted to the SEC website, but it was not the SEC themselves writing this. But either way, this report is huge. This speaks about the potential of XRP being used by the United States to replace SWIFT, to basically be used as a world reserve currency. And this is a proposal that was sent by someone from the XRP community. So either way, this is really big. And I love you all. I will see you very soon. Until the next time, Wynand Crypto, out.